Just up the road in Port Wentworth, acres of lush farmland can be found. It is where two brothers developed their green thumbs and have nourished their neighbors for decades.
As we continue to honor Black history, WSAV's Kim Gusby takes us to the Promised Land.
Just off Monteith Road sits a rarity in these parts.
This is a farm setting surrounded by a city. And if you look at it, the city now is enclosing on the farm.
Produce as far as the eye can see.
This time of year, well, September, we do our fall garden. All greens, collards, cabbage, kale, broccoli, mustards, rutabagas.
Known for its popular collard greens, the Promised Land farm is steeped in history.
We bought land, actually purchased it in '99, but I started farming it in '89. I came over and started farming with Zach Steele.
Meet Robert Johnson, affectionately known as Uncle Bob, and his brother William, Uncle Bill. They are the owners of this 31-acre oasis, one of the only Black-owned farms in the area.
It means a whole lot to have something that your hands, you work for. You didn't go out there and steal, robbed somebody, something that's hard work and benefits. I don't know another Black-owned farm here in the Chatham County. I know people have gardens, but an actual farm, I don't know of any.
You could say farming is in their blood, but it wasn't something they liked to do growing up. It's what they had to do to survive.
I grew up on a farm in Effingham County, raised up single parent. My father left when we were real small. I must have was about 4 years old, and when he left, and I could barely remember him. But my mother kept us together, and by being in Effingham County, which is farming, we had to work on a farm. So I learned what I knew from farming with my mother.
Today, farming is their passion.
If you can learn to enjoy it, it's never work. I remember say I never worked a day on the farm without I learned what farming is all about.
And just as rich as the soil they till is the story behind it. Local lore says at the end of the Civil War, the property was granted to the formerly enslaved Roderick Steele through the 40 acres and a mule promise made by Union General William T. Sherman through his Special Field Order No. 15. Steele is said to have helped Union soldiers en route to Sherman's march to the sea.
He wanted to tell me that his dad hauled water with General Sherman when he came through here during the Civil War. So they kept him out of the war, and he supplied food for the soldiers. So, and he loved farming. So that's all he ever done was farm. So when I started farming, he allowed me to plant an area, and he's planted beside me for many years. And he eventually passed.
His descendants kept the land until they sold it to the Johnson brothers in 1998.
In 1 year, I see out of college free right now. We had this whole field full of college.
Soon after buying the property, the brothers built this cottage from the ground up, initially for shelter. Today, it's gradually morphing into a makeshift museum full of keepsakes and heirlooms, reminders of their lineage. They include pictures like this one of his great-grandparents, his grandparents, and his mother. There's also a collection of shirts they've worn through the years, symbols of the sweat equity put into the land. Now up in age, Uncle Bob at 77 and Uncle Bill at 79, the two are faced with challenges to maintain the farm. Bill is dealing with a number of health issues. He's had 5 strokes and is on dialysis 3 days a week.
A year ago, when I made a decision, I had to quit farming. And it wasn't easy. I didn't want to give up, and I still don't want to give up.
Bob does what he can, but is training younger hands to help. Enter Rodney Parker Jr., and his daughters, Rebecca and Ray. They visit the farm about once a week. It's a part of their homeschool curriculum.
It's really been exciting, for my kids to just see them a lot more comfortable digging in the sand. I like to get dirt under my nails, and they enjoy to get their, dirt under their nails too.
They plant, prune, and then pick their own produce through the Promised Land's Rent-a-Row program. For a small fee, you can grow whatever you want, as long as it's legal in the state of Georgia. The farm itself is also free from herbicides.
Outside of just eating better, just a sense of like family and like camaraderie. My wife and I, we're not originally from Georgia, so this feels like close to family.